So what if I'm weird? I'm Uriel, and I've always had people call me that. My parents thought I was weird. You see, when I was younger, I played with paper. Lots and lots of paper. What did I do with them? Well, I didn't really draw on them, nor did I write works of fiction. Instead, I made this. This, to me, was a paper highway. You see, it was just too boring to roll my toy cars on plain, flat surfaces. So I made highways. And this project then led to this one. When I was 4 years old, I played with a dollhouse that had 2 floors but no staircase. I thought it was just too unrealistic for me to teleport my dolls back and forth, so I made an elevator. And what I would do is, I'd put my arm over the roof, and then with my doll inside the box, I'd pull one end like this, and it'd go up. And if I wasn't making home improvements, I'd be working on my own technological advancements, like this one. One summer, I was studying an electric fan when I thought that it was too heavy and bulky to carry around. So I made a portable fan. And what you do is, you take this box and you kind of angle it towards you. You take this flap and pull it back and forth. And I can't forget what my sister told me when I showed her. She said, "You know, it takes me much more effort to operate that thing than to press a button on an electric fan." And yes, it may not be very effective, and really all it did was just swat at my face. But I was satisfied with it because I got to make something. Whatever toys I had, I always tried to improve them with my paper contraptions. I remember when I was 7 years old and I had gotten a toy car. It was one of those where you had to maneuver left and right to gain momentum and move forward. The problem was, it didn't stop on its own. So here you had a 7-year-old girl crashing into walls around the house. So to solve this problem, I made a brake pedal made out of cardboard, paper, and string. Eventually, it wasn't just my parents who thought I was weird. My sisters started to share the idea as well. Back when Sony had just released the PSP, my sister had gotten one, and I was so determined to play with it because it was much cooler than my hand-me-down Game Boy Advance. Knowing that I was a clumsy toddler, she refused to let me play it, especially after I dropped it. So I went off, got a stack of papers, and made my own. It was complete with buttons, a screen, and even the logos. And it even had the wrist strap and some game disc. And so what I would do is, when my sister is playing on her PSP, I would sit down right next to her, whip out my own, start jamming some buttons in it, and then go, She was annoyed. But I enjoyed it. And I did the same thing to my father later with his camcorder. One day, my dad was filming my family when he realized that there was one face missing. Mine. A few minutes later, I came bounding out of the room with a paper camcorder strapped and taped to my hand. I stood next to my dad and started mimicking his poses, calling for my family's attention, taking videos of them, even though it all just went to paper film. Over the course of time, I upgraded from paper to Legos, circuit sets, and my favorite, IKEA furniture. At this time, more and more of my friends had started calling me weird. And it was probably because right in the middle of class, I would ask them for any broken mechanical pencils just so I could fix them for fun. And during this, I started to wonder, am I really that weird? Isn't it normal to stop doing homework, walk around the house, look for broken appliances, and fix them just for the sake of it? Isn't it normal to look forward to building IKEA furniture? Why were they calling me that? You can imagine my excitement when I enrolled into the robotics engineering last year and entered the competition. It was the time of my life. I experienced unexplainable joy in making something from scratch, designing it, building it, programming it, and watching it come to life. But as I looked around me, I realized that not everybody was enjoying it like I did. It was during this competition that I finally understood what everybody had been telling me the whole time. I'm weird. And for some people, when they hear that, they might be offended. But strangely, I wasn't. Looking back, I never actually stopped playing. I was always making and fixing things, and I still do. I still go around the house and fix random appliances. I still make contraptions of whatever I had at hand. And in that, I felt nothing but enjoyment. Through my weirdness, I discovered what I like to do. So yes, I'm weird, but I'm okay with that. It's okay to be weird because it's how you express yourself. And the more you express yourself, the more you discover about you and what you enjoy doing. So don't stop expressing yourself just because other people think you're weird. If you try to be like everyone else, you'd be suppressing yourself, and feelings of bitterness would grow inside of you. Everyone expresses themselves differently. We are not meant to be clones or copies of other people. We are meant to have different gifts, and we need to discover our strengths and what we enjoy doing. So let go. Be free. Don't be afraid to be different. Explore your gifts and enjoy knowing who you are and who you will be. Thank you.